And now from the Retro Ballroom, starring Hank Azaria.
Yo!
That's not Hank Azaria. What was that?
I don't know. Who is he?
He's an actor. He's an important actor.
What kind of actor?
He's on The Simpsons. He does like 20 voices.
I didn't know that.
Obviously, you gave him a...
Sorry, dude, man. I didn't know.
And now from Hank Azaria's Ballroom, starring Bill Murray.
Bill Murray?
Well, that's not Bill Murray.
I'm trying to...
And now, from the Golden Lounge in Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, I lost the timpani player.
Bill Murray.
And now, from the heart of Reston, Virginia. It's...
Yeah.
All right. Live from your fingers. Say something, Joe. Don't sit there and point and move your hands around.
I'm thinking.
To form a sentence, you must have a subject
I
and a
want
predicate.
to tell you.
What? And now, from Joe's bottle of beer, comes a bubble. That was good.
Hey.
There we go. That's a good way to start it.
I love it.
We'll do that. Smells good.
Ladies
tastes good.
and gentlemen.
Pretentious Podcast.
Are you ready?
Are you?
Pretentious.
Are you really ready?
Pretentious Podcast.
We hope you enjoy the show. Are you?
Pretentious.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Pretentious Podcast.
The show is about to begin. Begin.
Oh, we're falling.
Oh.
Please, don't land heavy.
Thump.
There we go. We're back. Hey, Joe. How are you? My name is
I'm good.
Kevin, and this is my buddy
Joe. My name is Joe.
And I'm here to tell you that it is Friday, February 10th, 2012.
Good evening.
Right. Good morning.
Good morning, I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be good morning for them. Tonight we're doing episode 6 titled Sausage and Eggs.
Sausage and Eggs.
Or Eggs and Sausage, as it's written.
Whatever floats your boat.
And tonight we're going to have our Disney discussion. We're going to talk about eggs, how much I love eggs.
You do?
Yeah, sure. We're going to have our top 10 piss-me-offs. It's a Russian word. It's not. And we're going to talk about the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about some movies, and then we're going to do our Chipmunks portions.
Sounds good to me.
Those two songs did not match whatsoever.
No?
No, they didn't fit too well together.
Well, I'll change it later.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to it. We're going to talk about the current personal goodies.
All right.
And the first current personal goodie is Disney World.
All right. What's up on your mind with that?
Well, I know that someone in this room is going to be going.
Oh, my gosh.
I want to know what you see in Disney that makes you want to spend $2,000 per ticket.
$2,000 per ticket.
Yeah, how
I'm
much?
spending less than $2,000, and I'm going to have a villa.
The whole village?
Yeah, the whole villa.
How in the world is that possible?
It's a villa.
It's available?
It's a villa.
It's availability. What is you're going to a little quaint cottage in Disney, I'm taking it.
It's about 20 minutes away, actually, but they have a shuttle bus. No, actually, the villa is close to it. It's just the airport's 20 minutes away. That's right. But I'm not the one that booked it. My wife did. She needs to get away. I need to get away.
So you have nothing to do with wanting to go to Disney?
Not per se. I'm not fighting about it.
You're not wanting to go to Disney.
Right. I'm excited, actually. I want to get away. I've never been there. Everybody I know, except maybe you,
You've been to Disney before.
Never. Disneyland in California when I was a kid.
How old would be a kid?
5th grade.
That's still memorable.
Yeah, a little bit of memories.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I loved it.
You're sick.
Well, I wasn't politically motivated back then like you are now against them.
I am so not a Disney fan.
I don't know why.
I do a mean goofy, though.
Right, but you're missing out on so many shows, man.
I know. I'm just not a Disney guy. How long will you be there?
7 days.
You paid for 7 days in a little village
Or
in
6 days.
Disneyland.
It's outside of Disneyland. We're just going to go there and maybe go to Legoland. We're just going to go around.
So you're just going to the 7-Eleven that's close to Disneyland.
Yeah. I heard they had good lottery tickets.
With little meese on them.
Yeah.
Little Mises.
Little Mises. That's it.
Joe, I love eggs.
So do I.
I love them so much that I have them 3 times a day.
All that cholesterol?
No, I don't. I have them first thing in the morning. The reason I'm titling this show Eggs and Sausage is I am famous for liking eggs. I like eggs.
How do you like them?
I like them ham and over easy.
Really?
I like them sun them side up.
Do you like your eggs green?
No, I do not like my eggs green, and I do not like them with ham. But I do like them with sausage.
Yes, me
And
too.
I do this 4 times a week in the morning. I come home from work, and I go straight to the kitchen. And let me, for you chefs out there, if I can explain, you take a Thomas's English muffin, and they're pre-cut.
Yes.
You know, they're pre-poked.
Oh, yeah.
And you pull them apart slowly, and you lay them down gently on a plate. And
Right.
then you get the toaster, and you set it for, we'll say dark.
Dark.
And then you put them in there, and you put them on. Now you go to your oven, and you turn on the stove, and you put the pan on. And then what you do is you take 2 of them. Jimmy Dean sausages are better than Bob Evans.
Are they already cooked or are they
Pre-cooked. Always get pre-cooked because I'm lazy.
Right.
And you put them on the pan, and first you put them in the microwave 20 seconds to unfreeze them. Then you put them in the pan, and then you let them start sizzling.
Golden brown.
See, I'm drooling talking about this.
I know.
And then you turn around and you go into the fridge and you grab your local eggs.
Your local grocery eggs.
Your local eggs. And then you crack them open and you put them in the pan with butter.
Ooh, real butter too, right?
No, I like country crock.
What a crock.
It's just why I like it, because you can say crock.
That's fine.
This is a crock of butter.
I can tell you what another crock it is. Get it?
No. And so as that's frying, then you drool some more, flip it, drool again, and then you get a big jar of Simply orange juice. It has to be Simply orange juice, because that's the best orange juice ever created.
You don't like Donald Duck?
Not a big fan of Disney. And then you go ahead and you pour the juice into the glass, and then after your eggs have finished cooking, you've already put the sausage on the English muffin that has come out of the toaster, and then you put the cheese on top of the sausage, and then you put American cheese.
I was getting ready to ask you.
Kraft American cheese.
Okay.
And then you put that on there, and then you put the egg on top of that.
And then what do you do?
Eat it. Eat it.
Every morning?
For 4 days straight, I do that.
Why 4 days?
Because the other days I like to have my cocoa or Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, you can't mix it?
Cocoa or Fruity Pebbles with eggs is terrible.
Okay.
I put them in the pan together.
Uh-oh.
And you know what that causes?
What?
No.
Sorry I asked.
Joe and I now are going to do our top 10 piss-me-offs. Piss-me-offs is a Russian word that means stop making or doing these things. Products, things, irritating events caused by people. I sound like, what's his name in The Mighty Wind? Eugene Levy. Sounds, people, things that would make you uncomfortable.
Get with the picture, people.
In situations. So, here we go. We're going to start off with
Number 10.
What pisses me off the most is slow, too cautious drivers when you're merging into a highway.
good choice.
You got to keep up with the speed or you're going to cause an accident. I mean, that really gets to me.
And you've got to match the traffic that prehensed you.
Exactly.
So when you pull into an area that is going 60 miles an hour, don't come in doing 5.
Exactly.
It causes death.
You got to go 60, 65.
At least.
Change it, people.
Testify.
I will.
Number 9.
Outdated food products in major grocery stores.
That bothers me too.
I'm not going to go to Safeway and get me hell of a good dip that was built in 1972 and then put it on my chips because it just comes out like a brick.
Number 8.
Snow plows plowing my driveway in after I have shoveled the whole thing.
Those bastards.
It really pisses me off, you know?
You know what pisses me off?
What?
Number 7.
Auto-tuning.
Auto-tuning?
Auto-tuning.
Why?
Why?
Auto tuning?
Why? Come on.
Come on.
You don't know why.
Come on.
Because singing is something you should do from deep down in your soul, not from a computer.
Oh yeah.
It's not right.
It's got to be pure. It's got to be from the soul.
Pure and from the soul. You don't sing through a computer and then have your voice turn into this. Hold on. Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you today.
Thank you too.
All right, let's go back to our list of piss me off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm talking about right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I completely agree with you.
Yes.
Number 6.
What pisses me off totally all the time is every time we go out, I always forget something. I always have to turn around and
Go back in and get it.
And sometimes it actually happened 3 times in a row. That really peeves me.
So you leave the house.
Leave the house.
Going up to your car. You go to put your keys in the door and you realize you forgot your keys. So you go back in the house and then realize that you forgot your keys. So you're locked out of your house.
No.
Oh.
I just forget something. The grocery list, whatever we need, something.
And then you have to go back 3 times to get it?
Yeah, and actually I'm already almost around the corner.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve I have that happens frequently, especially when you have kids.
Wait, this is not a pet peeve list. This is a piss me off list.
Piss me off, I mean.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
Number 5.
LED lights.
I don't like them either.
I think they're ridiculous. Nothing on
It's
this
a scam.
planet needs to be that bright except for the sun.
They hurt my eyes.
They hurt your eyes?
Yeah.
They hurt my eyes and they hurt my soul. They hurt me when Christmas lights are done up with LED lights.
Right to the soul, yeah.
It does. It just hurts me. It's like I look at them and the center of my brain melts. And I'm just like looking at them and I'm squinting. And I'm like, this isn't Christmas.
No, it's not. It's completely...
Un-Christmas.
It is.
Frustrating.
Number 4.
Computer viruses.
They make you mad?
Oh, very.
Are they a top 10 piss me offs?
Doggone right. I've had maybe 2 a year, 3 a year.
Wow.
A lot for my computer, yeah.
Have you checked your computer's immune system?
Well, I've taken it to the doctor, and they said it was okay.
Number 3.
Brights on cars. This goes with the LED situation.
Oh, definitely. People got to pay more attention to their little light inside indicating that they have high beams on.
And I wouldn't mind talking a little bit deeper about this.
Okay.
I've noticed that cars.
I've noticed that cars, LED lights, it's always the pretentious automobiles. You've got your Lexuses, you've got your Cadillacs,
Yep.
and you've got your Buicks. And they all have LED headlights. And then they get in the car, and the first thing they do is turn the brights on, and they think that's okay.
I don't get it.
Do you know that it's illegal to drive?
It is.
With your brights on?
Even if you're behind somebody.
You know what that's called? Failure to diminish.
Failure to diminish
That's what ticket you'll get. Failure to diminish.
your lights.
Yep.
Well, they deserve it.
Yeah.
I think it should be doubled for them.
I think double since it's 2 headlights performing this feat of evil.
1 extra point for that extra light.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my last one.
Go for it.
All right. I know I can't avoid this, but it pisses me off at times.
What is it, Joe? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
My age. And I'll tell you why.
Because you're old. Hey!
No. Everybody gets old.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's going to happen no matter what.
I know, but what pisses me off is I forget things. Somebody asked me today what our podcast was. I couldn't think of Pretentious. I had to say, go on the other.
You wanted somebody else to listen to it? I'm shocked.
He asked me what.
Why would you put that on somebody?
I'm sorry.
Is that person listening now?
Probably.
What's his name? No, we don't have to give out names.
He's an associate at work.
Well, very sweet.
Anyway.
Thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying it. And don't you snap your fingers at me.
I wasn't finished.
You just snapped your fingers.
I wasn't finished.
I was addressing our new listener and thanking him for his
him.
time.
Oh, okay. I thought you were cutting me off there.
I wouldn't cut you off.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Thank him.
Thank you for listening. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay.
Cut
Other than
you off. I would never do something like that.
I thought you were going to your next one.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Anyway, other than
I'm not that rude that I would cut you off in the middle of what you were going
I
to
know
say.
you would do that. In spite of me
ahead.
forgetting.
Go ahead.
Okay. The next thing with that, forgetting. Guess what?
Is remembering.
That goes with forgetting. But my aches and pains.
Oh, your aches and pains.
Come
Your
on.
day used
It
to-
gets on me.
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to be able to jump through hoops with
right.
the yo-yo
Okay,
up
you
my
can make fun of me all
nose.
you want. You suffer enough pain too.
I do.
And the last with this thing is my eyes.
Who said that?
My eye. Stop shaking your eyes.
Stop shaking your eyes.
No, I forget my reading glasses right at a critical moment where I'm out somewhere that I have to look at my phone. I have to look at a number to call somebody, and it's frustrating.
Just poked yourself in the eye.
And I hate that. I hate poking myself in the eye.
Ah, you guys missed that. I hate that. No.
And if I had my glasses, it would have hit my glasses.
Well, there you go. Oh, we still have one to go.
One more.
Number 1.
This is the biggest one.
It is.
This goes with the occupiers. This has to do with the Grateful Dead.
What?
Trust me.
Okay.
This has to do with football, basketball, sports in general, rock bands.
This all is all in common
This
with
is
each other.
all in common.
I can't wait to hear this.
This I hope it plays well. I hope this makes sense. You ready?
Yeah.
The number one piss me offs, straight from the mouths of babes, except for Joe because he's old. People who go blindly with the flow, even though they have no clue what the flow is.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Do you?
I do.
What does it mean?
People who don't understand what the other person is saying, but they still go along with it.
Not just one person. I'm talking about colossal events. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like if you're with somebody watching the game and they're starting to talk, and then you're like going along with them, not understanding.
No, opposite.
Opposite?
Someone walks in on the game and then seems to know everything about the game, even though they just walked in.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm failing there too.
You are.
People who blindly talk without thinking before they speak.
I
No,
do that.
that's not it either. People who will join a movement without really knowing what the basis of that movement is.
Are you sure?
No. People who give up and just all of a sudden just end things without any point or reason and make silly noises.
No, that sounds like somebody I know.
So that's our top 10 piss me offs.
And that really does piss me off.
Brought to you by the anger management group of How We Killed Him and Why.
Yeah. And all you have to do is see Dr. Kill Patient.
Kill patient. You know what time it is now, Joe?
What time is it, Kevin?
It's time for...
Get ready for tonight's pretentious news. And now reporting, the Zerganator.
Good eating. My name is Kevin, and good eating. Good eating to you. It's a wonderful eating right here in Home, Virginia, and we're going to talk to you about items that had to do with real people and real places and real things. Let's start off with the first topic. It's going to be Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. What about him?
Donald Trump is buying D.C.'s building, the old post office, and turning it into the International Trump Hotel.
No way.
Yeah, the old post office is located in Pennsylvania Avenue, I think.
Probably.
I can't remember which avenue, but it's in D.C. It's built in 1899.
That old?
No, I think it's an avenue that has to do with the letter L.
L.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Lincoln
Avenue.
Lincoln Park,
Lincoln Park, Pennsylvania.
New York Avenue.
Get it.
West Broad Street. It's going to be... They're destroying another landmark just to put in a new one with a bad hairdo.
Right.
And it's upsetting.
It is.
Very
Why are they
upsetting.
going to do that? Profit, of course.
Non-profit. And make it the International Trump Hotel.
Oh, get out.
So there's going to be really good pancakes.
Right.
Frustrating.
Except only for the rich.
Rich people pancakes.
Right.
They get chocolate chips.
I know. We don't. Real chocolate, too.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Okay.
A lot to talk about.
Okay.
Go Giants.
Yeah, I liked it too. I rooted for him.
Big problems I had. Well, commercials were terrible.
A couple of them I liked. I liked the one with the dog and the cat.
Which product was that selling?
Doritos.
Dorito commercials, I'll agree, were very good.
Yeah.
The kid on the bungee cord.
Yeah.
The dog with the note.
Yeah, that's
what
the
you're
one I was talking about. Yeah.
The elephant with the pimple on his...
I missed it.
All right. Problems I've had with the halftime show.
Okay.
Did you see the halftime show?
I did.
Madonna first came out with an old Roman Empire theme.
Right.
Then it went to a bunch of cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Then they all turned into Egyptian princesses.
Right.
That's when MIA came out.
Yes.
MIA, mind you, is a performer that named herself after missing soldiers.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then it became a religious matrix kind of costume. Mm-hmm. And then it ended with a magic trip where she disappeared.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember.
And I didn't know what the hell was going on through the whole thing.
It is too much
going on.
Right.
And all they did that was really cool was have the entire stage a giant screen so you could watch a movie if you got tired of looking at Madonna.
Right.
Which I did very fast.
Right, I agree.
Now again, Miss MIA, who decided to flick off the camera, who again I believe named herself after missing soldiers.
Right.
Flipped off the NBC cameras, and then NBC decided to issue an apology the next day saying, sorry.
It seems like something always controversial comes over these things now.
My question to you is, do you think that was a mistake, an accident? Whose fault was that? Do you think that the NBC executive says, listen, when you run out there, do something bawdy, do something silly, something wonderful?
No, I think she was just being stupid.
Well, why didn't they catch it?
Why didn't they catch it?
Do you think that
I didn't even catch it myself.
All the people who were supposed to press the blurry button, I think they were fooling around and they weren't.
Did it actually show?
Yeah, it showed. And then afterwards there was after the finger went up, then the whole screen went blurry.
No, I didn't actually catch it. Maybe I blinked or something.
Well, you blink a lot.
Yeah.
Norman, the guy who works in the department of blurring fingers,
right,
was eating a Dorito chip at the time.
He probably
missed the button, and it caused a huge finger to pop up on everybody's big screen televisions.
Maybe he got in trouble for not bleeping it out.
I'm sure he's fired. The entire thing was totally lip synced terribly.
Right.
Did you see that? Did you notice that?
Yeah, and also Madonna almost fell or didn't catch her step right there.
She was going to sprain her leg a couple of times.
Yeah.
And there's a certain age when you shouldn't be out dancing around like you're 20-something years old.
Yeah, and you're like double the age.
And also, when you become that age and you're performing, the over 50s out there,
right,
when you're performing music, write something new that's more your tempo. She was running out of breath every 10 seconds.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah. But alive.
Well, oxygen.
Yeah, I know.
Right, but I think that MIA thing, if she's going to represent our soldiers, she shouldn't really act that way.
Yeah, I know. That's not the way to act.
She's a disgrace to me.
I agree. Giants linebacker number 53, rookie Greg Jones proposed to his girlfriend Amanda right as the confetti was being shot up during the end of the game there.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Congratulations. I thought that was awesome.
Congrats.
She said no. No, she really did say yes. But that to me was pretty cool. Proposing to your girlfriend right after you just won the Super Bowl, right after Mickey Mouse comes up to you, go, ha, you're going to Disneyland.
Disney World.
And Joe's over there going, oh, yeah, I'm going with you.
I'm going to tell you.
Before we go on any further, I've got to plug a podcast.
You do?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, take a gander to 3/4 Genius.
And now, a word from Sir Bartholomew the chimpanzee. What's that, Bartholomew? You see that there's a new comedy podcast suited for kids and grown-ups alike that is now available on the iTunes? And the podcast name is 3/4 Genius. And it features an Asian, a ginger, and a Caucasian who comes together to share stories of life's joys and triumphs, as well as other amazing phenomena. I'm going to head on over to iTunes right this instant to check it out right now. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sir Bartholomew. 3/4 Genius, made to be awesomer.
It's a podcast I started getting to know, and I really enjoy it.
I have to listen to them.
Bright bunch of good young men
What is their theme?
discussing everything that has to do with pop culture, current events, current
Okay.
items, gamings,
Really?
videos, movies,
Cool.
different sets of salt and pepper shakers, everything you can
Sounds
think
good
of.
to me.
Really cool guys. Gotten to know one of them. Good guy, good friend. His name is Chris. Seems all of my podcasting friends were named Chris or
Really?
are named Chris.
Okay, let me ask you this. Where do they podcast from? Where are
I
they out of?
think they're out of Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Local.
they're still in Virginia, or
Wow.
they were in Fairfax, and now they're somewhere else. But they Skype into each other, so it's
Oh, okay.
is on there.
Hello out there.
So I says to Madge, Madge,
It's Palm Olive.
Through the cooperation of leading business places, you may now have free admission to this theater.
And now, on with the show.
So last weekend, Saturday, February 4th, Chronicles and Woman in Black were both fighting for position and number one position. And they were shooting for the stars. And today we're going to tell you what's shooting for the stars in our eyes. This week it's going to be... Do you want to go with me to go see Star Wars in 3D?
I'd love to. When?
Oh, and whenever you want to go, Jim. What was that about?
I don't know.
Gave me bedroom eyes. You scare the crap out of me. I'm married, for God's sake.
I'm a fan, man.
We're going to talk about Chronicle and Woman in Black.
Okay, which Chronicle?
Chronic. Chronic.
What is it?
Chronicle is three young dudes who discover how to release their inner powers, and in doing so must choose whether or not they're going to use those inner powers for good or for evil.
It's not original.
Yeah, I know. It stars Dane Heron, Michael B. Jordan,
Michael B. Jordan.
the one who jumped really high and put stuff in
Oh, yeah.
baskets, Alex Russell, and Michael Kelly.
Okay.
Michael Kelly.
And these are well-known people, of course, I can see.
Not at all.
I know.
Never heard of any of these people.
Neither have I.
Bunch of young actors who got together and bought Adobe Premiere and made a movie, and I am going to see it.
You are.
It looks like it was done very well.
So these are kind of amateurish or new type of people, or...
No, they're the same old humans that's always been on the planet.
They're not a new species?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's rated PG-13. It's for intense action, violence, thematic material, some language, sexual content, and teen drinking.
Thematic?
Thematic and teen drinking.
Okay.
Drinking teens.
They shouldn't be drinking if they're teens.
This I'm interested in seeing because the effects look pretty amazing, and it looked like a movie that made sense for nowadays. Does that make sense? No.
No.
Woman in Black, the plot. A young lawyer dude goes to this house to sort out some paperwork for someone who's passed on.
Passed on to what? That was a little joke.
And during his visit, he sees apparitions and stuff.
Of her?
And he must find out why he sees them.
That might be interesting. I'm not sure who plays in it.
Harry Potter.
Oh.
Harry Potter.
So it must... Harry Potter?
Look here, Potter. I was trying to do that.
Yeah, I know.
And plus I was doing a little bit of Harry Morgan.
Harry Morgan?
Which was Colonel Potter.
Oh, yeah.
So together, Colonel Potter and Potter from It's a Wonderful Life.
That's right.
And
that's
you put
right.
all that together and you end up with, my name is Harry Potter.
Right.
I like to fly around on broomsticks.
Bloom.
Forget
Are
it.
you from Asia?
I don't know what. Why are you picking on the Asians?
I'm sorry. You're blue.
Lord. Okay, starring Daniel Radcliffe. And you know who Daniel Radcliffe is.
Sort of, maybe not.
Harry Potter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know now.
And that's not a big steel pan with a bunch of hair in it.
Or eggs.
Or sausage.
Right.
See how we brought that circle right back
I
around
know.
before we end the show?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what we got to do before we end the show? Two things.
What's the first one?
Number one, I definitely got to plug the No Show podcast with their commercial.
Okay.
But before I play the commercial, please know that No Show is going to start a new show called Pop Mockers.
Pot mockers?
Pop Mockers.
Pop mockers.
Not pot mockers.
Okay.
Harry Potter's mock poppers. Pop Mockers, the new pop culture comedy show from BreakroomStudios.com that pokes fun of all things that contribute to the deterioration of modern civilization.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, might as well put some positive in your destruction.
Amen.
Yeah.
And now, a plug from No Show.
Hey everyone, I don't have much time, but I need to warn you about a really stupid podcast called No Show. That's right, you heard me. No Show. Really lame, right? This is probably the worst podcast ever. Each show they have skits.
I hired lepers with brain injuries.
They talk about craptastic products.
Can I download it onto my deodorant stick?
And make fun of Facebook statuses.
Oh, you did. Oh, I want to tear my own face off.
Anyway, there's a lot more about the show that I should probably warn you about, but I think that's the gist of it. Whatever you do, don't look them up on iTunes or visit their website, which is noshow.net. Again, don't go to noshow.net.
What we're going to do right now is our chipmunk section. So to do that, we need to go ahead and squiggle into our chipmunk voices.
Squiggly.
Are you ready to squiggle?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Here we are. Now, instead of doing a video game tonight, we've decided to do something called Up to the Minute Chipmunks and rattle off the latest news with commentary.
The very latest.
And what's the first item up for bid? It's going to be MIA is facing a legal suit now for flicking off the camera.
I didn't know that, for real.
Yeah, now
she deserves it.
The National Football League is following up with that obscene gesture that she did during the Super Bowl.
What's the purpose of doing that?
Well, I don't understand why they're going to sue this person. I'm going to stick up for MIA.
Why?
Because you've got football, you watch the mouths of babes on the field, and everything out of their mouth is filth and foul and filth and foul. They're cursing left and right, and you hear it. When they get mad, you hear it on the television set, but they don't sue them. Then you get people angry, and they get mad, and they go, F it. And you hear it on regular
But they bleep
NBC.
it.
But they bleep it. Well,
it still sounds
It's
the same.
not her fault that she intentionally flicked off the entire nation.
It's not her fault.
No, not at all.
No,
Maybe
she
her
didn't
finger
plan
is
it.
attached to some kind of muscle dysfunction.
Yeah, as soon as she moves at that certain angle, it just flips up. Well, I just don't think it's a good example.
I'm kind of glad that she's getting the boot. Did you hear about the girl who fought off the kidnapper in Walmart?
No, but I hope she killed him.
No.
I mean, no.
That's terrible, Joe. No, there was a little girl who strayed from her mom, which happens. I mean, mom should watch her kids, but at the same time,
right,
they get lost. And this gentleman picked her up and tried running out of Walmart with her.
You're kidding.
The kid started screaming, kicking. The gentleman put his hand, the cretin put his hand over her mouth to shut her up, and she just kicked and punched and was able to get free. The man turned around, the cretin turned around, put her down, and she made it back safely to mom.
What audacity to just pick up somebody. It's crazy.
It's stupid. But God bless the little girl who's got her own.
Yeah, if it wasn't her for fighting back, she would probably be dead.
I agree. The final thing for Chipmunk News would have to be about the L.A. man. Police are searching in L.A. for a gentleman who threatened to kill Madonna.
Really?
Yes.
What's his name?
It's a stalker. I think his name is Joe Borowski.
You know what?
I'm sorry. Robert Dewey Hoskins.
You have to believe it. What? You know what?
He left a state mental hospital.
That sounds familiar, that name.
He was committed for a while there. And police said that he went up to Madonna. He was highly psychotic, and he said, "Look, I have an idea for the halftime show. What we're going to do, you're going to come out as an old Roman Empire goddess, and then you're going to become a cheerleader, and then you're going to turn into an Egyptian princess, and then a religious matrix figure." This gentleman's been running for a while, and they can't seem to find him.
You know, his name sounds familiar.
What's that?
I had some tickets I was scalping for the Super Bowl.
It was you who did it.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. Well, all right, well, that's it for the Chipmunk News. Do we want to say something really fast to make Chipmunk sound funny before
What are you talking about?
we turned it down? Okay, well, what I was going to say is... I don't
think you don't know what you're talking about.
I do. I know exactly what
are you going to say?
I was going to say something really quick.
What are you going to say? Tell me.
I was going to tell you that the show went really long today.
It did. It went too long?
It was really fun. Okay.
Well, why would you say that?
All right, let's go back. Why would I say that? Okay, back to normal.
Okay, back to normal.
It's about time.
Yay. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed our 80 minutes of incoherent news and banter.
Thank you.
You can find us at www.kzmoods.webs.com. You can find us on Facebook under facebook.com/PretPod. Or you can give us a call at 571-408-9372 and give us your opinion. Tell us what you think. Tell Joe how much you like his haircut.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope to see you next week.
Appreciate it.
Where we give you more news incoherently and conspiracily.
Conspiracially?
Conspiracical.
Conspiracally.
And theoretically. And
concisely.
Pretentiously.
Pretentiously, yes.
So thanks for listening. And have a good night.
Thank you.